Live from the harbor station is the Vector Spaceman Show! Now, here's your host, Vector Spaceman!
Hello, Space Cadets, it's your old pal Vector Spaceman. Once again, we're back at it again, coming to you live once more, straight from Harbor Station, of course, broadcasting on all frequencies. Whoop! Get back here, camera. To our beautiful planet Earth. Listen, I gotta press the right toggle button before we can zip out like that. Hold on, let's try it again. Zoop, 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 zoop. There we go. Much better, much better. And we close the door just so we don't let all the cool air out. It's Friday, May 5th, 2023. Welcome back to the program. Whether you're watching us live or after the show, don't you know we're glad to have you on board. Thanks for helping us make outer space the place to be. It's the Revenge of the Fifth. Welcome back, Space Cadets. And hey, if you're just tuning in for the first time tonight, welcome aboard. I'm Vector Spaceman. This is, of course, the Vector Spaceman Show, and we're back for our final stream of the week and another exciting journey across the stars as we continue our journey, on our Jedi quest in Star Wars Fallen Order. Hello, Ellie. How are you doing? Welcome to the program. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday as well. If you missed the last show, we fought our way off the creep horror show planet that is Dathomir, had an emotional flashback, busted our lightsaber, and journeyed to Ilum to craft a personal blade of our own. Our Jedi trials are surely nearing their end as we return back to Dathomir tonight, unfortunately. Blade in hand to take on some more zomboids and witches and general space ne'er-do-wells, I suppose. We'll be offline during this weekend, but we will be back to continue our journey next week. So, of course, if you want to stay up to date with all of our broadcasts so that you never ever miss a show, then be sure to follow Vector Spaceman on Twitter, YouTube, and of course right here on Twitch. Watched Rogue One last night with Lyra. Nice! So, Ellie has never, for those of you who might not be aware, Ellie has not really kept up with a whole lot of Star Wars stuff. Hasn't seen anything beyond the original trilogy. That's what you were telling us before. Now counting Rogue One as well, which I guess is still within that original trilogy time period. Oh no, but you might have seen the prequels too. I think what it was, you hadn't seen any of the sequel films. And so we're gonna have to do our best to introduce Ellie to those films at some point. A little movie night endeavor that we might be putting together in the near future. Excuse me. In the near future. You have seen the prequels. Okay, alright. Trying to think, what other stuff have they come out with? There's all the shows, and you know what? Those are getting real hard to keep track of. Because they keep announcing new ones. And there's a lot that I feel like you don't really have to watch, but then you'll see people show up from like crossover episodes and things like that, where it's like, who's this supposed to be? But everybody's like, oh, that's so and so. He was from such and such, and you feel like you don't know what's going on anymore. I need to do a little better job with that. I guess it's kind of like the later Marvel films in that regard, and I guess they're all owned by Disney, so maybe that's just their way of doing things. They're playing it up for the super fans who can keep track of everything that's going on. But yes, definitely, we're going to have to get Ellie to watch all the sequel films. Episodes 7, 8, and 9. As rough as they can be. It was sometimes hard to keep up with Rogue One, so I had to ask Lyra a lot of questions during it. I don't think that they introduced that. Well, you know what? I take that back. Because they have Forrest Whitaker, who plays Saw Gerrera, and his character, I think, was introduced in the animated Clone Wars TV series, but not the original Clone Wars TV series that was done by Tartakovsky, but by like the actual Lucasfilm one that they put together years later, the one that went for however many seasons. And I never watched that show, so I didn't know that he was from that. So I got a little confused by that too, because, well, he was a great character, but apparently he had all this backstory that I was not aware of. Other than that, yeah, Cassian Andor, Jyn Erso, they're like introduced in that film. They're not from anywhere else, but now Cassian Andor's got his own show, because I guess he was popular enough to get that. Everything else pretty straightforward, I think. Darth Vader, Rebels, you know, all that good stuff. Oh, I forgot, you know what? I forgot Donnie Yen was in that film. And the other fella. They're kind of inconsequential, though. I think that was just, how can we shove Donnie Yen into a Star Wars film? You think we could cut him a big enough check Because this was around the time when the Ip Man films were still pretty popular. So I feel like that's how he got on people's radar. Heyo, Ace Remington, how you doing? Welcome to the program. Welcome to Friday. Hope you're doing well. We're talking Star Wars. We're talking nerd stuff. I think Lyra's watched all the animated series, so she remembers most of the lore there. See, that's what you want. You want somebody there, your own personal little encyclopedia that you can query, that you can ask questions. That's a good way to watch it. And that's why we're going to be there for Ellie when she watches the sequel trilogy back to back in one evening without breaks or commercial interruption. What do you think is your favorite installment then, Ellie? If you've seen episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now Rogue One as well. And I guess the only other film is the Han Solo film. The standalone Han Solo film. Which is one that I feel like you can skip. But it's kind of cool to see. I think what's his name? Donnie Glover did a good job as young Lando Calrissian. But apart from that, not a whole lot going on there. And in fact, all the Space Cadets, let us know what your favorite installment in the Star Wars franchise, the extended lore, the whole multimedia project is. But otherwise, you guys, I hope things are nice and warm and sunny and getting summery where you are. The seasons are changing. Spaceman approves. I actually got the opportunity to go out biking for the first time this year today. Had a great time. Got to work out these little space legs, of course. That's what we get for hanging out at the station for too long, I suppose. You get that space weakness. You get that bone loss, that bone density. Gotta get fit and healthy for the summertime, though. And of course, now that we're all worn out, it's gonna be time to exercise our mind and reflexes and hands and what have you with some more Fallen Order. So that's what we're doing tonight. We're heading back to Dathomir, the worst place in the galaxy. Who knows what exciting, gross, reprehensible, unlovable evildoers we're gonna have to face off against tonight. It's going to be fun. It's going to be incredible. Think you like episode 1 and 3 the best? I like seeing Kid Anakin, and 3 feels iconic to me. 3's got a lot of iconic moments. That's true. Oh, you know what? That brings up, episode 3 brings up, that was why. Yeah, that was like my first experience where knowing like the extended non-film stuff actually paid off seeing a film, because I remember seeing episode 3 in theaters on the day that it came out. I was that kind of spaceman, a space boy really. And I remember when they introduced General Grievous, he was all like mnemonic and coughing and what have you. And that was because I'd seen the Genndy Tartakovsky Clone Wars series, the sort of like vignette series, and at the end of that series, it takes place like right before episode 3 starts, and Mace Windu like crushes his cyborg lungs and stuff, and I thought that was a real good explanation for why he's all the haggard and stuff at the start of episode 3. But then my understanding is they like changed that in the continuity, so whatever, it worked. They didn't have to change anything. It was perfect the way it was, but they wanted to sell more TV shows. Such is life. And episode 1's pretty good in the sense of you get pod racers. And it still blows my mind that all these years later, we don't get more pod racer content. Like, I know there's the one game, and it got a re-release on Steam, but it's not like updated. You could do so much with that. It's like the ultimate future sport. Like chariot racing with jet engines. Come on. Who wouldn't buy an updated version of that, or a new version of that? 100%. Remember the pod racer arcade machines back in the day? I don't know if I ever played on the arcade ones, but I remember playing the N64 version at a friend's house. And then, actually, I think my Vector Space Grandpa gave me a pirated version of the PC version. He was ahead of his time. A real computer connoisseur. But no, it was super duper fun. I think the only Star Wars arcade game I ever played was one where, it must have been like a Rogue Squadron tie-in or something like that, because I remember you were flying around the snow speeders from episode 5, where you're like trying to trip up the walkers with the cables and what have you. I remember seeing that in the arcades back in the day. The machines were really cool and tactile, might have influenced my mech cockpit design without fully. Well, I imagine like to be in a pod racer cockpit, that would be awesome. You got those two like twin throttles just to push those forward. You got all the buttons and what have you. Oh, too good. Too good. I'm gonna look that up right now. Star Wars Pod Racer Arcade Machine. I want to take a look at this. Aw, yeah. And they even got one for each hand. They got a whole bunch of other buttons. I wonder if you can buy these. You know there are arcade machine collectors out there? And since they hardly get made anymore, it's like a vintage market. For sale. What happens if I do that? We get to go to eBay. Wow, you can buy individual pieces for them. You can buy sound amps. You can buy foot pedals. You can buy side panels. Goodness gracious. Star Wars, how you doing, Novark? We're actually on a tangent at the moment. Novark, did you ever play the Star Wars Pod Racer arcade game? In your local arcade growing up? Circa 1999 or later? How was my May 4th? My May 4th was pretty good, actually. We weren't streaming, so I didn't get to do the, May the 4th be with you jokes. But you know what? It's Revenge of the 5th, so we still got that going for us. The home version? Yeah, me too. That was my exposure to it. But no, it was real nice. I got to take a day off of streaming, and we were actually watching films in a friend of the show, Manayu's channel. We'll do a little shout out for Manayu, even though she doesn't really stream on Twitch, but you can find her over on YouTube through the links. Every once a week we watch movies in her Discord. It's a fun time. We were watching Red Line and Up last night. Two very different films. I think everyone was super impressed with Up and a little confused with Redline. But you know what? I enjoy Redline. I'd seen that one before. It's super duper visual. It's an extravagance. Did you call it Upline? We should have. Missed opportunity right there. No, I love Redline, and especially how like it has all these parts of the film where so it's about like future super rad race car racing. Actually, it's probably something that Ellie would really enjoy, visually at least. But it's a Madhouse animation, and it's just visually stunning. Every frame, a portrait. Very harsh line work. Very, very, how would you say? Very vibrant colors. But I love how it manages to characterize all the different racers in this future world. It feels to me like a mix between F-Zero and like how would I describe it? F-Zero and what's a very bombastic animation that I could compare it to? It's in a league of its own. I'm struggling to find words, but I recommend everybody check it out, at least once. But you probably do need multiple viewings in order to really appreciate it. I've watched the beginning of Red Line, but I think something happened during the watch-along. I don't remember the end. The ending is very Japanese. It's an intensely Japanese ending. By which I mean, Japanese endings tend to be very abrupt. They tend to be, there's not like, you rarely see a Japanese epilogue in films. You know, it's very, all right, story's over. We cut it off, just like that. The plot is concluded. Everything's tied up. Sometimes not everything is tied up, but it's over. Now go home. Super high praise. Now I gotta look it up. Yeah, you gotta check it out. Why is Japan obsessed with that hairdo? Yeah, so the main character, Sweet JP. You know what? Let's pull up the... Where is my tablet? Where is my super suit? Where is... What's on the tablet? When was the last time we used the tablet? Oh, we're already looking at the screen. Okay, hold on. Let me just... That was me looking at Star Wars arcade parts on eBay. But let me find... where is it? Redline. JP. Here we go. Yeah, that's our boy. That's our main character right there. Can I bob over? Yeah, so we get out of the way there. Redline, super cool film. Hey, Kiki, how are you doing? But why is Japan obsessed with that hairdo? You know what? That's not a terrible question, and maybe I can shine some light on that. So that's like an old like rocker, like 50s pompadour hairdo that actually still manages. What's the word for it? Japanese dandy. Japanese pompadour. These guys, I've seen these guys hanging around like Ueno Park on Sundays. That used to be like their day for big get-togethers. But yeah, look at these champions. Is that not just the finest in Japanese hairdoery? Putting in work here. The Japanese pompadour. But it was sort of like a rebellious hairdo. Stereotypical gang or delinquent student hair. Yeah. But this was like a post-war, like rebellious hairdo that became popular back in the day. Especially amongst motorcyclists. Especially amongst motorcycle enthusiasts in Japan. Hairdoery, yes. The hairdos and hair don'ts of hairdoery. Looks like it takes so much work. I guess I wouldn't mess with a guy willing to put in that work. Yeah, and they kind of give off like a punk sort of like a thuggish sort of attitude. Very cool dudes. Very cool dude. But no, you just conceive of the amount of the hair product that goes into something like that. No, that's how you know. Anybody who's got that much money to spend on hair and hair accessories. Look, here's a whole gang of them. But no, I remember I used to see groups of these guys hanging around Ueno Park just to like show off on the weekends when I was living in Japan. In combat, they use it like a hammer. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, you could use it like, or like a unicorn, you know? Or like a narwhal. Just stab. Just bam. Just like that. Just bam. Or like a pool noodle. Just swinging around. Whapa! That's what's gonna happen. Eventually we're gonna do the helmet off reveal and you're gonna find out that's what's been under the helmet the whole time. Just a big old do like that. Alright, you guys. Much ado about hairdos. I'm gonna join in with a backwards pompadour. Hey, now you're thinking. Or you could use it like a shelf. You know, there's so much utility. You could do both sides. You could look like a hammer. Now let's get ready for what we're here for tonight. We're gonna be doing some more, how you say, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. We're getting very, very close to a new milestone in the game. You know what that is? We're almost at the point of 150 deaths. It is our first Souls-like game after all. And we are playing on master difficulty, so I feel like, you know, we deserve some concession for that. But all the while, we will be chit-chatting with the space cadets So keep Spaceman on in the background. You know we're here for yous. What happened in the world of Kestis in your absence? Oh, I'll bring you up to speed. But first, let me put on my, how you say, hands. Where are my hands? There we go. And let's head on over to the big screen. Here we go. Woo! Here we are. And we do a cheeky little audio switch real quick. And we're into it. And make sure everything's working. Click, click, click. Yes. What milestone? Yeah, so you can see up on our dead Jedi count, you know we gotta keep old Emperor Palpatine proud. You know, we're doing our best. Keep Order 66 alive. We're getting very close to 150 deaths. So I'll tell you what you missed here, Revenant. So last time we played, and that was on Wednesday, we finally made our way off of Dathomir, which is the worst place in the world. Or it's the worst world in the galaxy. And while we were there, we had a discomforting vision, a flashback, where we saw what happened to our old master. He's not around anymore. And you know what? That guy's to blame. Good old Mr. Sheev Palpatine, Order 66 and what have you. But we managed to get out of there, and it turns out we had been using our master's old lightsaber the whole time. And we accidentally broke it in a scripted cutscene. So, you know, not really my fault. Couldn't really do much about that. But and then they sent us here to Ilum, which, you know, is a very important planet in Star Wars lore. Because it's a known depository of naturally forming kyber crystals, which form the focusing lenses for lightsabers. So we had to come here to get our own material to build our very own lightsaber. And it got me thinking, why did the game let me customize my master's lightsaber earlier in the game if we were just going to have to build our own later on? I feel like that would have a lot more weight if they had me, you know, wait until this point to start making customizations. But it's fine, it's whatever, you know, it's still orange, and that's what's important. We added some tweaks, you know, we can still go double-bladed, but now we can also split it apart, like this. Isn't that cool? The ultimate test bed, the ultimate utilitarian saber. And now that we've finished up that, apparently we have to go back to Dathomir, which is the worst place because it's full of dead things and witches and magic, and I'm never gonna be, you know, on board with that sort of overt magical nonsense in Star Wars.
Ship on Zepho? Think there's any good loot in that thing?
Very versatile indeed. I love menu screens like that where it's not too busy, just really atmospheric. Oh yeah. Yeah, I like that. Proud of you, Specimen. Well, thank you so much, Navark. And you know we had to go orange. I mean, come on. So here we go. We're charting a course back to Dathomir. Space Florida indeed.
It's time I faced him.
Yes. You're ready to face your past.
Right, Dathomir is where we
I don't know if I'll ever be ready.
had that vision of our master, that he wasn't pleased with us. You know, it's like that Dagobah scene in episode 5.
I have my own path.
I'm here for you if you need me.
And Seer's got her own thing going on. And Grease is still being a champion. What do I think of the new saber color in Ahsoka? Is there a new saber color in Ahsoka? Or do you mean Ahsoka's white sabers?
Get over here,
is that
kid.
what we
We're
mean?
about to land.
We need more. We need more deets. Maybe I missed something. Red with the orange core. You know what? I don't love the, like, nutty colored ones. Like Kiki's saying here, had a neat two-tone blue cyan saber color in SWTOR. I know exactly the one that you're talking about. No, I feel like it should always be that bright white core with a bit of illumination, colored illumination stemming from it. I think that's, you know, mwah, that's just peak. But no, the SWTOR stuff, yeah, they get super wacky with it. You got the like almond core colors, and of course all the black core colors, gray as a color. And yeah, like the blue cyan. Now, I put a lot of hours into SWTOR back in the day. A lot of hours and a lot of loot boxes, unfortunately. Because you gotta have the best looking Jedi, come on. It's important, it's a necessity. So red with orange core, I don't love. I don't think I've seen that. Because it's like, how is it making that color? What is that? What is the, I always think like, what is the actual function going on here? Which is another reason that I don't love the Darksaber, conceptually. It's like, what is that even supposed to be? How are we making black into a visible color? But you know what? I'm not gonna get too worked up over it. It's been too many years since I've been that invested in Star Wars. We don't need to get that invested again. Had a very generous friend and its stats worked well for my build. Nice, understandable. I think the core though, like, if I'm not mistaken, the cores can be swapped out on any saber. Or the crystals rather, which form the coloration. Orange with a red core kind of makes sense heat-wise. Yeah, kinda, but it's like, what is it? Is it like a low temp, like heat lamp saber? Like, what's going on? That bright white illumination. That's what you want. That's how you know it's hot. Also, hello, Rick. Welcome to Friday. Welcome to Star Wars. Welcome back to Dathomir, the worst place in the world of worlds. Visually, I think the orange into red makes more sense than the Darksaber. Yeah, I'll give you that, because the Darksaber just, I'm not even gonna, bother trying to understand how we're making visual dark spectra. But it's fine. It's fine. It makes a cool, visual. I'm sure it sells toys. That's what it's all about, right? It's Friday. We made it. We made it, though. To Friday. Can you believe it? It's a Friday once again. I hope things are going well on the other side of the country. It's nice and warm where we are. Or where we are hovering above here at the station. I got to go out biking today, Rig. It was super fun. Lovely exercise. It's summer times. Now, I already see undead up there. Look at this. Star Wars with zombies. You know, there was actually a Star Wars comic back in the day that dealt with that dealt with like a ship of stormtroopers, full of stormtroopers that got infected by some sort of like zombie virus. It was like their take on a zombie story in the Star Wars universe. Look, that one just cracked its head. We dipped 8 degrees to rain just today after a week of 20. Oh, so you got the good stuff first. Okay. Well, now it's our turn. Makes me think orange into red would make a cool design for a training saber. So training sabers, I have always felt work better as like a muted color. Yeah, so that I can understand. That I'm on board with. That I'm 100% fine. Because it's like, it should be low power, right? You don't want to hack somebody's arm off. You just want to, give them a little sting, maybe. Those zombies were also in Star Wars Galaxy during a big Halloween event. Nice. You know what? They had something similar in SWTOR now that I think about it. They had the Rakghoul, but that was different. But no, yeah, the zombie troopers. I always thought that was goofy. Alright, what's the play here, guys? I'm gonna pop up, they're gonna notice me. Notice me, zombie. And then I guess we're just gonna go into our cheesy combos. That seems like the best way to do it. Alley-oop! Oh, come on, let me dodge. They're so quick is the problem. Look at that. Okay. We are still alive. We are thriving. We are on the zombie world. But we're good. Okay, BD, show me where we're going. We need to retrieve an astrium from the tomb of Pajet. We gotta go all the way back here. Man. And it's times like these that I wish that the game would let me teleport to save points that we've already been to. Wouldn't that be kind of them? Wouldn't that be generous? Oh, son of a... I just got here. You're joking me. Another one? Where do you guys come from? BD, BD, let me run. Well, you know what? At least they're made of paper mache. That's the one saving grace here. Alright, we gotta get to a save point. A save point, but also we gotta get all the way over here. That door, where there's a save point. So I think that means... Right, run back the way that we scampered off to. And we're gonna go through here. Rig, if you're still about, and Novarik, and everybody who's up in here's, let me know. We were just asking Ellie while she was in the chat. Now that she was talking about she just saw Rogue One for the first time last night, which is a pretty sweet film. But I was asking folks, what's your favorite installment in the franchise? Ellie was saying episodes 3 and 1 were hers. And I think I'm still like a episode 5 purist. Like that's still such a great entry. Ow.
Stim BD.
I think it would probably be Rogue One had it not been for the sort of superfluous characters. And not that they were bad or anything, but like Donnie Yen, who played Chirrut Emwe, and the actor who played Baze Malgus, the other fella, they're just kind of there. I feel like they could have done better with that.
Come on, BD.
Rogue One is pretty darn good. See, that's why it's always up there with like, ooh, like it's a close.
Can you catch me up?
I'm not sure. Too long since I saw the originals, or even the prequels. Totally fair. Love Rogue One and 7. Okay, there you go. A little love for the sequel trilogy. You don't see that as often. Really like the trailer version of Jyn. She was kind of a dick. Wish she had that amount of personality in the final movie, but I still loved it. I remember there were scenes, like it seemed like there were scenes missing in the final version. Oh, and you know what? This is something that I commented on. I remember commenting on this as I saw Rogue One in the theater. Like as we were walking out, like it felt like they were missing scenes in the final film. Like we should have had scenes of like a 16-year-old Jyn or so when she was like fighting alongside Saw Gerrera and what have you. Because there's like that immediate jump right at the beginning of the film where she gets found and then she's suddenly in prison. Like we either need like a flashback or we need something in between there. Like it felt like there was some connective tissue in the story missing. That's how I felt at least. Just 7 though? Okay, so not the whole deal. 7, you know, there was hope with episode 7. There was potential. We all felt it. Alright, I'm gonna do my... Oh, that didn't work as well as I thought it would. Oh, that was too cool. Too cool for school. Check this out. Slice. Cut him in half. Okay, let's get all of our stuff back. Granted, 7 was basically 4 with better graphics. Yeah, it's hard to argue with that. Really well done. Kind of a copy of 4, but I didn't care. It was really well crafted. What? Are you kidding me? You're just gonna spawn them right back? Alright, we didn't lose any health, so we're good. That's kind of like an XP farm there then, isn't it? I still think I'm upset with like some of the loose threads that came out of episode 7. Like we never found out how or why What's-Her-Name had the lightsaber. And by what's-her-name I mean Maz Kanata. always got to be checking for. Look how goofy they run. They're so gross. Be better. Come on. All right, which way, BD? Going through here? No. We want to jump across here? No, I was wrong. We want to go through the door, get on the floor, and fight our inner demons. Okay. Can I open this door? Yes, we can. All right, check your corners. Check your corners. Love it when doors close behind us. Wonder if she has the hand to... It's got to end up somewhere, right? I mean, if the saber didn't fall all the way down into the depths of Bespin's atmosphere, then surely the hand must be somewhere too. So we actually want to go this way. Actually want to go this way, you guys. Ah, yes, because this is where we ran into Terrence. What's his name? Something Malicos. Gotta love Star Wars names. What the heck? Bounty hunters. Weak. Alright. Is this gonna be another forced loss cutscene? Or maybe we're supposed to fight to a point and then Malicos is gonna show up?
Watch his drop.
Don't shoot at me.
He's quick, huh?
Yeah, he's quick. Shut up.
Just crazy.
Just grazed me. Ow, totally had that one. Don't shoot fire at me, sir.
You're going down.
Oh, I'll bet. Oh, come on.
Down.
Oh, I'm so done. BD, BD. Oh.
I need help.
All right, we're double dipping.
Combo time.
Combo time. I'm all about combo time.
You can't stop them all.
Sure can.
Here I go.
Ah.
All right, just you and me now.
Oh, we got him. He must have jumped off the edge. All right. Oh, can I do that with, hold on, let's see. Check this out.
Take it.
Ooh, I totally can. Whoop.
Time to die.
If I get him close enough, I probably can.
Too much for you. Get back here.
You know, he's not that bad, though. Ow. I say as I take a robot fist to the face.
Unlock them. Stay in, Jedi.
BD, here.
Yeah, I'm not feeling great. I'm not feeling great. Oh.
Oh, that's it. Watch this.
Oh. All right. Try this then. Oh, we were so close too.
Oh well.
All right, well, that's the first one of the night, and that takes us up to 148. Just gonna take us back here with some screaming zombies, no doubt. Yup. Okay, okay, good start. Oh, right, there's more of them. Ah, that always freaks me out. Man, actually got a hit on me. At least we're not too far from the fight. Plus, if I hit that robot, I'll get all my health back. Oh, there we go. Where did they go? They just pieced out? Well, okay. glitched somehow. That's fine. I'll take it. That doesn't restore your stims, does it? Just health and force? I don't know, actually. It might not restore my stims. But this save point would. We didn't already have all of our stims. But you know what? It's good to... if you see a big, ornate door with a save point in front of it, you better save. Because you know something funky's gonna go down inside there. And now that we have 3 skill points, hey, check it out. We can upgrade to maximum lightsaber damage. Oh no, I'm missing something. What do we need? Delay thrust. Waiting longer to press attack. Swings lightsaber to allow him to perform a special attack with increased range. Oh, okay. So we need that first. There's a prerequisite. Alright, so we'll get that. And then we'll get 1 more point. And then we'll get crazy damage. Oh, look at that little thrust. Have I looked at Survivor at all? Or are you saving it for your own playthrough? Oh, I haven't watched anybody play it, if that's what you mean. No, the only thing I know about it is that it's getting kind of a rough treatment in terms of reviews. And it maybe didn't ship, fully baked, as it were. But you know what? All the more reason to enjoy this one while we can. We'll just let them work on it, patch things up, make some bug fixes where they have to, and then we can play it. Now, what's behind door number 1? It's time to confront our fears. The ghost of our master. Okay, he got no eyeballs. Oh no, he's got eyeballs.
You were wrong to return here.
They're just glassy.
unarmed.
Not unarmed.
Check it out.
You
Look how
think
cool
that
it is.
lightsaber proves
I
you a
built that.
Jedi?
I made that.
No. Facing you. Memories that have haunted me since Braca. I won't run from them anymore.
You
Let
got
us
it. You
see
got
what manner of death your courage brings.
it. Dude, why are we fighting him? I feel like all the flashbacks have shown us, we did not have beef with this man.
Mediocre.
Mediocre! Guess what? I'm going to Valhalla shiny and chrome. Want split saber attacks?
If you cannot surpass the impressive,
Ooh! Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. I'm mashing the wrong button. There we go.
is power the answer?
No.
Why am I making quick times? Then he cut off his head and it's Cal's inside. Your weapon. You will not need it. What's in there?
Forget.
Only what you bring with you.
The loss has become a part of me. I will honor your teaching. And your sacrifice.
Good for you, Cal Kestis. Oh, we should have called these streams the Cal Zone.
Remember, persistence reveals the path.
Thank you, Ghost. Aw, nuts. Night Rudders. Don't worry, I'm sure we're not going to finish tonight. We can call next one the Kel Zone.
Stop! Come here! The
No, you come here.
withdrawing!
It's just such a potent combo. It eats up all my force, but still. Ow. Do it again. One more time. Ah. Alright, we can climb some of this, no doubt. Can I get through this door? It's not even a door, it's a sneaky little sneak-through sneaky spot. Who's that
You
down
chose
at
to
the end?
return,
Oh, the Night Sister.
but not wise.
Maybe. Marin, right? I'm Cal Kestis. What you were told about the Jedi was not true.
So you say. Cal. Malicos said many things too.
Terran Malicos might have been part of my order, but what he is now, I have no idea.
Dark Jedi.
All I do know is having a lightsaber isn't what makes you a Jedi.
No, don't give that away. I made that.
Then
We
what
need that.
does?
We were peacekeepers. We were betrayed by those we protected. Hunted down by the Empire. I might be one of the last of my kind.
I was only a child when they attacked. An armored
Lore. We
warrior
got some lore.
brandishing this descended upon us and cut down my people, my sisters, until I was left alone with the dead. Then Malicos came and promised me revenge if I shared our secrets with him in return.
I know what it's like to lose everything. And Malicos was wrong to use that against you. We don't have to be enemies.
We could be friends.
We will need this.
Wish I
Goes
could just
again.
disintegrate into green
I'll
smoke.
be watching.
Let's get out of here.
Oh,
Malicos
speak of the
lies
bad
ahead.
guy.
You could turn back.
I can't.
Good turn back.
Lives are at stake.
Whose lives?
Innocents. Force-sensitive children who will be hunted down and murdered.
As we were.
Maybe I missed that part. Well, well, if this is an old Terry Malicos.
Cal Kestis,
Malicos.
welcome home. Here to begin your training. What in these ruins tempts you so much to risk death?
I could ask you the same thing.
There is power there. Beyond Jedi understanding. Power I control. I would offer you the same thing.
Don't you understand? I'm not interested in power. I want to restore the Order.
Restore the Jedi Order. Oh, you poor fool.
Hey
It's
now.
over.
Hey now.
Jedi fell long before the Purge. We were stifled by tradition. Deafened by our past glories. Blinded by endless war.
Maybe. But it's never
Kinda got a
over,
point.
Malicos.
Kinda got a point.
We stand here now, with the chance to learn. To rebuild from our mistakes.
Jedi learn. There's no future for them. How can you not see that? It's time for something new. You and me. We could build something different. Something better.
No.
We do like better.
And Dathomir will be your grave.
Oh boy. I better not have to fight like a bunch of additional Knight Brothers or something. Ah, see me do that? Ow, ow, ow. Trying to remember my button combos. Oh, I don't have Force, that's why. Ooh. See him do that, little telekinesis.
Oh, for a quick one.
Alright,
Right here,
BD.
buddy.
Like a little, Darth Kreia action there.
You're wretched.
Gonna do his unblockable move. What's he got? What's he got? Ooh, get sliced. Get sliced, idiot. Alright, now we got Force. Check this out. Yeah, let's go.
Quick one.
Not doing a whole lot of damage though. Sure would have loved that increased damage ability. Oh, man, he got through that quick. All right, That's 149, you guys were so close. Surely we can just speed through that room again though, right? Oh, we gotta take care of these doobers first. Alright, well, this is why I'm not gonna have force left for the fight.
You don't have real power. You have to try harder.
He actually got a hit on me. Oh, he's blocking it or something. This is unheard of. This is uncalled for. Ow, ow.
I coward.
Oh, I don't have enough. Alright, well, we got him. We got him. This guy out. Come on, one more time. You're feeling lucky. There we go. Feel a little XP. Yeah, because I'll get all that stuff back if I just swipe him, and I'll get my health back too. Or some of my health back, maybe. See, we couldn't have the save point in here. Save me some time. Come on, game designers. Here we are, the Tomb of Kujet.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Come! Kill me if you dare!
Oh, we dare.
Dodging won't save you. I won't let you strike me down. Try that again.
There we go. Got him. Slice, 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 and dice. Guess I can't push him off the edge, can I? No, they thought of everything. Oh, that actually grazed me. He's got moves. Show me your moves.
Help me, BD.
All right. Better watch out for that one. Perfect timing.
You will not beat me.
Oof. All right, so there we go. That's like a quarter of him done.
Over here.
Go for another one, BD. We're almost halfway there. This is good. Let him swing. Parry properly. He'll open himself up. Whoa!
You're skilled in medicine.
Nobody said you could throw rocks. That almost sounded like the Mandalorian theme.
I have focused. Back, Jedi!
Oh, here we go. What am I supposed to mash? Come on. We're done with phase 1. Oh, gripped.
I was wrong to think you could stand with me.
Oof.
Die, world!
No! Ah!
You have no right to Dathomir. No right to our
I take it back. We love witches.
Get up, Cal Kestis. You're not dead yet.
Totally useless.
Phase 2. That's new. All right.
Oh, you're a quick one.
Oh, pressing buttons, pressing buttons, press buttons. Yeah, get kicked.
Felt that.
Oh, get kicked, idiot. Ooh. Ow. Ow. How come I can't dodge?
Buddy, help!
Oh no, he's got me. He's 100% got me. He won't let up. I can't. Yeah. Did not have time to get BD. That sucks that you can't just have BD give it to you. Tisk, tisk, tisk. That makes 150, you guys. Big milestone. Good job, everybody. Well done all around. That deserves, you know, a little, there we go. You know you're in trouble when Marin uses your whole name. It's like getting called by your parents.
Who's that? Brothers, an intruder. Understood. End this.
Why didn't that work? All right. Bring it on. There we go. All right, perfect fight. Now for this guy.
Will not fall.
Nah, you won't fall. You're good. Okay, where were we? Maybe if we're lucky, it'll put us into phase 2 of that fight. The Emperor's proud. I'm so glad that we made him happy. Look at him. You just want to please him. Alright, if we're lucky, it'll put us into phase 2 of that fight. We won't have to go through the whole thing again. Marin showing up.
Buddy, over here.
But knowing this game, we'll have to do the whole thing over again. Yep, the whole thing over again. Oh, that's the one you can't dodge. See, why would they make him like glowy like that? Because then I can't see the unblockable ones. Alright, phase 1's pretty easy though. Ow. I say as I get sliced to ribbons.
Dodging won't save you.
Yeah, kick him in the head. Oof. Fine, be that way. Come on, do your swing.
See, Padawan, I have
Ooh.
focus.
That one hurt.
Come on!
Come on. Show me your moves.
Oh, they felt that.
As if. Oof.
Good for nothing, Jedi.
Yeah, finding phase 1 of this like a lot easier than that flying Rancor thing that we fought earlier.
Hit me.
And by earlier, I mean like 2 streams ago. Ah, come on. Can't get my health back if this guy's running at me the whole time. 151. Darkside's no excuse to be a dick. Yeah, it's like, come on. Can't we just talk this out? I'm not even 100% sure why we've got so much beef with him. Other than that he's in the way of me trying to get the thingamajig. It's got all the Force sensitives in it.
Outsider.
There, that time it worked. Saved me some hassle. One more time. One more time. Look at that. Efficiency. You literally just asked me, well, listen, that's a turn of phrase. That's an expression. You know, that's just what people say, man. All right, let's go fight that old crackhead.
Buddy, over here.
Strike me down!
See, now he's saying it. He doesn't mean it, though.
Strike true or perish! Only cowards run.
We'll see about that.
That is nothing.
Oof. So far, so good.
Mine is sharp.
Aw, man. Wasted one of my good attacks. He's only got so many moves, that's the thing.
Come,
It's pretty predictable. Maximum damage. Oof.
Try that again.
I will.
Only cowards run.
Aw, man. We are getting, sliced. As soon as he gets on ya, there's like no opportunity to have BD give me that stim. We're gonna get this though. I guarantee it. It might be the only thing we get done tonight, but we're gonna get it. How much XP do I have? Because if we're getting close to having those 3 points, we could easily get that upgrade. You get the upgrade to lightsaber damage. That'd be pretty rad. Nah, we're still at 2 points. What happens to BD when I die? Does he just casually walk off? You know what? Maybe he makes a new friend. He just goes on to the next guy. Who knows? Or maybe he runs back to the spawn point and waits for us. That's what I prefer to believe. He's a little buddy. Oh, he just runs off there. Where's he going?
Come on!
Alright, Duber.
Back, Jedi! That was nothing!
Yeah, look at that. That's some good damage.
Wretched.
Well, you look like a homeless person.
Only cowards run.
See, we're getting much better at this. Ow! Oh, can't dodge that one. Shoot, I ran out of force. Ow.
Come! Kill me if you dare!
I dare, though. I so dare. Splitting your lightsabers like that, hit him twice at the same time. That's a good. Ow, ow. That's new. Okay, we gotta do this. Yeah, get wrecked. And then Marin comes in. He gets sliced and diced. Ooh, we are on it here. Ow.
Hey, bud. Stim.
Okay, we got the stim. Yeah, die, Malicos. Oof. Don't do the rock thing again. Come on. Oh! I should have gone for the. Oh, I should have gone for the stim. Ah, why do you take a year to do the stim, BD? Oh. If my robot was a little more enterprising, we would have had this. That was super close, though. Look how good we're getting.
Look there. I hear you. They come for us all.
Whoa, whoa.
What work all you have? I cannot give up.
You should have just given up. There you go. Think we'll reach 200 by the end of stream? Maybe by the end of the game. I'm not sure how much more there is left. This whole thing, if we might pause in this crevice here, this whole planet feels like a weird, like, side quest. Like, I don't know if you remember the one stream we did where Cal gets, like, captured and sent to, like, a gladiator ring. Like, that also felt like a weird side quest, divorced from, like, the main story. Just let me focus on the main stuff, man. I don't have to deal with all this Dathomir drama. He probably wants to scan something. What do you got, buddy?
My friend, I have never
Oh,
been
it's another
one to shy
Cordova
away
log.
from the pursuit of knowledge.
What is it? Statuary? Alrighty. Now for the main event.
You're wretched.
Wow.
Oh, you're a quick one. Come on!
Let's get a hit in here. Nope, not that one. Get a hit in, I'll get my health back. Yeah. Lucky hit indeed. Wow.
BD, Sim here.
Come! Kill me if you dare!
Slicing, casually dicing. So let him make the moves. Oh, except for that one.
Fight me!
I'll fight you. Give me a second. Not that one, though. Wow.
Oh, they felt that!
Help, please.
Okay.
You're wretched!
Getting close to the halfway point again. The halfway point really ain't much, like, to get to.
Totally useless.
Stop swinging your sword around. Makes me think you're gonna do something.
That was nothing.
Oh, that was nothing. Sure, sure.
Oh, you're a quick one.
Oh! Almost got me with that.
You're too slow for me.
Okay, here we go, 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 here we go. Why are there hands? What do you mean, why are there
Oh,
hands?
they felt that.
Ooh. Okay, this hole. What am I supposed to do there? Hit him? Or just dodge them, maybe?
I've survived worse.
Oof. Super weak here. Okay, another one, another one. Yeah, get wrecked. Get so wrecked. Beautifully wrecked. Shrek'd even.
Let you strike me down.
You gonna pull more rocks? What are you gonna do?
Strike through or perish.
Oh! You can't go double unblockable attacks. That's against the rules. It's bad form. You know, maybe if I stick close enough to him,
You will not beat me.
he won't be able to do the rock throws. Oh, and he goes into the lunge right after that. That That was so close. There was hands at the BD spot. I'll have to check that. I'll double check that next time we go to that spot, because we're going to have to go back to that spot because we lost again. Definitely getting better at the parry. Well, now I know sort of how he does that move. So after he does like the overhead flip, a lot of the times he'll go into that lunge. So I got to be ready to parry that right away. That's what I'm learning. We're learning here, you guys. Educational programming. Can I lock onto these guys, please? Please and thank you.
I'll catch you.
My blows will find you.
One more time. So fun. Hands, huh? Oh, look at this. It looks like a statuified, either a statue or like a statuified individual. Burn to dust. I don't know what that could have been. Or whom it could have been. Look, there's more. They got big heads. This is supposed to be a Zepho tomb, right? So, are these Zepho? Yeah, look at the big statues too. 100% Zepho. From the planet Zepho. Where they probably speak Zepho. Very Star Wars. I'm familiar with your game.
Oh, they broke that. Come! Kill me if you dare! You're too slow for me.
I'm too slow for you, huh? I feel like this time we got it. This time we got it in the bag. Look how good we're doing right off the bat. Ow. Untouchable. Ow.
Oh, you're a quick one.
I take it back. I take it back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Right here, buddy.
Good opportunity to get stimmed.
Try that again.
Look at that. We're halfway there.
Totally useless.
Oh, don't want that. Don't want any of that business. Okay, look at that. Buffy, how you doing? This is a space hobo, former Jedi, presently dark side. This is Terran Malicos, who claims to be former Jedi. Apparently he's found a new way. And it seems like it's bad news. It's not my cup of tea.
Oh, they broke that.
But I got to make my own lightsaber, Buffy, and that's pretty rad. Ugh. Don't throw rocks. Please don't throw rocks at me. Okay, here we go. Another button mash cutscene. Let's go. Yeah, get him, witch. We also have a new friend. We're so close. We're 100% there. We got this. Look at us go.
Too slow.
I'm not gonna fall for that. Not again. We got it. Bam. Witch shenanigans.
What is this?
It's like you said, Malicos. Dathomir will be your grave.
You know what? I'm not 100% on board with her after all. That was a little metal.
Let him lie in the dark with his secrets until death takes him.
Why'd you help me?
He
To
became
rid
eternal.
Dathomir of that parasite.
Okay, okay. Terran Malicos defeated. We can continue to explore the tomb. Are his legs just dangling from the underside of the platform? Let's go check. No, you know what? We probably shouldn't. Maybe we should say
What are you
hello
really doing
to
here, Cal
our new
Kestis?
friend.
The ones who built this tomb, The Zepho. They created an object called the Astrium.
That's what
It
we're here
opens
for.
a vault on a distant planet. Inside is a list of Force-sensitive children across the galaxy. But the Empire is looking for it too.
What empire?
That's the job.
The Empire. The one bent on exterminating Force-sensitive so no one can stand against it?
Then it will come for Dathomir before long, as the war did. I will help you find
Doesn't
this
even know
Astrium.
about the Empire. Well, that was easy. Guess we get a new companion, just like that. Can I upgrade my stuff now, please? Let's meditate. Let's rest. I've got 3 skill points. You know what that means? We can finally afford super juiced lightsaber damage. Woo! Alright, let me guess. Now we gotta go deeper into the tomb.
This place. It's...
Horrifying is a good word for it. This whole planet, really. Wow, that was close. So ornate. So fancy. Is that it? The Astrium? That looks like a Zepho. That looks like a thingamajig. Can I pull it over here, or do I have to do some puzzle shenanigans? Check it out, y'all.
We finally found it.
We did it, robot buddy.
It is real.
Marin, this could be the key to the next generation of Jedi.
I don't know that she cares.
I'm happy for you. And your Jedi.
Yeah, good job, bud.
But nothing can bring back my people.
Yeah, alright, we get it. We all have problems.
After the Purge, I was alone for a long time. In hiding, I was scared that they'd find out who I was, or what I was.
What changed?
A very good friend of mine told me to go out and find my place in the galaxy.
And you listened.
Well, no. But life has this funny way of forcing you on the path forward anyway. Now here I am. Or at least expected.
A path forward. I will join you.
You will?
You
I
will?
spent years waiting for a chance to avenge my sisters. I'm finished waiting.
Kiki's a
I
fan?
wish to
Okay.
fight by your side. Night Sisters and Jedi do not travel together, but survivors. We adapt.
Oh, that's like the name of the second game.
Yeah.
See what they did there? See what they did?
Yeah, I guess we do. What do you think, BD?
PD don't care.
I agree.
I want to see a playthrough of this game where somebody voices BD.
Then we'll convince
What the
them.
droid's really thinking. Maybe there's a Zephy for that. Well, for bringing back Night Sisters. Listen, Marin's been bringing back Night Sisters this whole game. She's the one who's put all those zombies all over the place. You're just gonna phase in, show up, can't zip me over all this precariousness? Sure, sure. Look,
There's no way forward.
There is now.
Did you raise the ones before, too?
I did. I wanted to see how you would handle
Monsters.
Malicos.
You were testing me.
And you passed. Congratulations.
Are you gonna help me with this?
I'm sure you can handle it.
too skilled. Far too skilled. love the DB gets subtitles. Yeah, that's pretty rad. You know, just in case you didn't get the beeps and the boops. You want to be accurate. Like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was a beep boop beep. No, that was a trill beepity bop.
See her? Wait, how do you know about her?
I have seen your companions. Marikos wanted me to attack them, but they posed no threat.
See her, well, she used to be a Jedi. It's a long story.
I would like to learn.
Everybody's got so much baggage in this game. Alright, BD, how are we gonna get back to the ship? That's what we're supposed to do, right? Open the ancient vault on Bogano. We're going back to Bogano, you guys. A far more hospitable planet. But before we can do that, we gotta run all the way out here, and then we gotta go over here, across here, over to here, down that, and then over to the ship. Okay, and doobie. Right now we're here, so we got a ways to go.
I'll
They
meet you at
couldn't
the
just
ship.
fast travel us to the ship. No, that would be too easy. Far too easy. Excuse me, though, is that a secret that I spy? Aw, yeah. Hidden in the dark.
Hey, look in here. Let's see what you found.
A new paint job for the Mantis. Really, all that I'm in the business for is lightsaber parts. Just give me more of those. Alright, this guy's back here. Is his friend back with him? No, maybe he won't notice us if we just...
Let's get to work.
Ow, ow, ow! Oh, no, his friend is here.
Going airborne.
Ow. Get down from there. Ow. Not loving it. Fire.
He's quick, huh? You want a shot at him?
I want to get the other guy. If I can get him first. Oh, shoot. Man, alright, chalk that up for another one. But you know what? We lost against these guys last time, and then they disappeared. So maybe they'll do that again. If we're lucky. Maybe it'll bug out again for us. And we can just beeline back to the ship. Oh no, this probably means we're gonna have to fight
Ready
those
to move on?
two diddly-doos again. Yeah, there they are. No worries though, we got the strats. What I'm gonna do though, I'm gonna save here. Every chance that I get, closer and closer. Target them, please. Come on. There we go. Oh no, I'm out of force. I'm out of juice. Almost gave me enough. Weird pathfinding. For some reason seems like you can't get over the bridge, which works for me. Listen, if they're gonna make a bugged game like that, we're gonna take advantage of it. I'll shimmy through this hole. Sorry, some of us can't just teleport. What? What? What do you want? Alright, save here, so we're a little closer in case we die again. Always be saving. ABS. Check there weren't no secrets on the other side. Nope. Whoops, my bad. And they're gone. Okay, happened again. You know what? I'm fine with that. I'll take my stuff back. We're on our way. Nothing can stop us now. And look at that, there's no zombies anymore. probably on account of Marin's on our side now. Oh, I was wrong! Marin! Why? I thought we were cool. I thought we were chill. Ah! Alright, that just seems like an oversight on the part of the game devs. They forgot that we were friends now. Alright, and meditate. I ain't taking no chances here. I want to get back to that ship. Tonight. That is probably going to respawn those two. Yup. We'll just slash into them. There we go. And we're on our way. Oh, look at that! That's how you get up here. Secret, secret. All right, Marin's going through a lot.
Something about her is familiar.
Oh, Cal can't read subtitles. That's right. Poor guy. And there's the ship. Look at that. Easy. Dare I say, easy. Did we get this one already? We did not. BD, get me some of that.
Want to check it out?
What's good? What do we got? New emitter. Nice, nice. You know we're gonna have to check that out. There's how many of you? There's how many of you? There's a spider too? I'm done. I'm done. I'm over this. I've had it up to here with zombies. In my science fiction. Okay, they got a range of engagement. They turned back. All right, that's good. Just nuke the planet from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. Alcestis, last survivor of the Mantis. Cutscene.
You found it.
And a friend.
Who's this? What's that supposed to mean?
It means I'll be joining you.
Perfectly logical question, Grease.
This is Marin.
She's a witch, isn't she?
A night sister. Your fear is unnecessary.
I couldn't have gotten the Astrium without her. We fought Malicos together. I trust her.
I feel like I did most of the hard work.
And we trust you. You will have to earn it.
Okay, fine. Grab some seed. She doesn't try anything funny.
Welcome aboard.
Everything she does is funny. Space magic, man.
They like you.
That's not how I read it. There you go. Get to know the robot.
I don't know what you're saying.
All right, you guys. We did it. We beat the boss. We can finally leave Dathomir behind. We made a new friend. I found a new part for the lightsaber. I'm gonna take a quick look at that. BD got rejected. He just has so much trouble making friends. Alright, we got a new Magus. Oh my goodness. That is super ornate. Super brutal. That almost looks like Malicos's. I think we're gonna stick with our present setup because I like it. Yeah, we seen it. We seen it. We know it's good. I know that at Walt Disney World, or is it Disneyland, the Florida one, right, where they have the Star Wars part of their exhibit. Like, there's a whole interactive, like, experience where you can, what's the word? Where you can, like, build your own lightsaber, which is pretty cool.
Let's get out there.
I don't know how in-depth it is. But, you know, it seems like something everybody wants to do. Alright, you guys, we're going back to Bogano. Holding X.
Headed to Bogano.
Locked in. Disneyland and Hollywood Studios in Disney World have it. Which one's which? Disney World is the one in California? Because then I could remember it, because I would think World, West Coast, WW, I would be able to associate that. Disneyland is in California. Okay, so World, not West Coast. That's not the easiest way to remember it, but it'll work.
He didn't have the time. He was always on the move. Bogano was the first place I ever saw that looked like he settled.
Yeah, have you been there,
For a
Key?
brief
Have you
moment.
checked it out for yourself? I haven't been to Disneyland, the one in Florida, in years and years and years and years and years, since I was a wee Vector Space Boy. Although I've been to Universal Studios in Florida, in Orlando, more recently. But even then, it's still been years and years and years. Cutscene.
It worked for Cordova.
You can make it work.
She's right.
Oh, hey, is anybody hungry? I was thinking of whipping up some scaz steaks.
Breeze, always
Sorry,
with
am I
food on your
interrupting?
mind.
No, Captain. And we couldn't have gotten this far without you.
Oh, well,
It's true, Grease.
thank you. Hey, I hope you get in there and you find that hollow thing.
Holocron.
Are you sure it's something you should find?
What do you mean?
The
Fair
children
question.
on that list. If you take them from their homes to train as Jedi, won't they be hunted like you?
It has to be kept out of the hands of the Empire.
It'll help us put an end to the Empire.
Oh, hey, change of plans, we're arriving.
Oh, Grease.
Yeah?
I take my steak rare.
Huh? Okay, now we're cooking.
Very intimidating. Oh, Novarik, that's actually a really good way to do it. Orlando. Disneyland. No, wait, that's not right either. Shoot. Here we are, back on Bogano. I think I went on Smuggler's Run like 50 times. Nice, nice. Last time I went to Universal, I got that fast pass. Let's get on stuff real quick. I must have gone on like the Hulk roller coaster a bajillion times. There's the dragon, you guys. That's the one we couldn't get to before, on account of we didn't know how to double jump at the time. But now we do.
Hurry up, buddy.
I'm gonna be double jumping all over the place. I don't know if we're gonna get through a whole nother, how you say, tomb or whatever tonight. But I do want to go check out that dragon. Space dragon. Honestly think I would love the hotel if it were just the experience of being on a Star Wars ship without the story bits. That's probably super expensive too, isn't it? That, like, Star Wars experience. I don't think that just comes in the ticket price. Oh, I forgot these dumb vines that get in the way of everything. It's been a minute since we've been here. Can I just make that jump? Be surprised if I could, but I bet you I can parkour. Haha! Not today, bugs. Al Kestis. Parkour champion. Alright, so this is 100% a jump that I could make. Is the game going to let me do it, or are we going to get an invisible barrier because the game doesn't want me to go say hi to that space dragon? Vote now on your phones. Think you can opt out of the story bits? Yeah, but that just seems like a... You're paying for that, so you might as well experience some of it, right? Most of it, the story's there. For the little... Oh, for the little ones, anyways. Key thinks we're gonna get an invisible barrier. Okay, here we go. We're about to find out. Huh! Huh! Oh, I couldn't make it. I could not make the jump. And what are these? What are these? Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Actually, you know what? I don't really have to check anything out, because I can probably just mow through these guys. Yeah! My lightsaber is maximum. Okay, I think we got everything. Look at this, a shortcut to secrets.
Hey, look in here. You never fail to amaze me, buddy.
New outfit material acquired. Pathfinder. Oh, the under... I don't think we ever changed this up. No, I like the blue. That was good. I thought we got a new poncho for a second there. I was excited. Look at this, guys. Cave drawings.
Find something, buddy?
Binog mural. Ancient Zepho depiction of the Binog. Cordova hypothesized the presence of the Binog was a key factor in choosing Bogano for the vault, due to its importance in Zepho art. Look at us learning stuff. Alright, but also, how do I get out of here? Feel stuck. Feel trapped. I would like to be up there, where the Binog is at. Instead, I'm stuck down here. I can make that jump. 100% I can make that jump. And look, there's another space toad down there. Up. Up. See that? No fall damage here. Oh, check this out. Making shortcuts. Finding secrets.
Just what we need.
Kinda looks like a luck dragon? It's a luck dragon.
What you got there?
A new BD1 skin. Oh my goodness, look at him. He's like vaporwave, like purple, and yeah, he's like neon cyberpunk. No, thank you. You're gonna stay nice and subdued. Well, we might as well do a little exploring then. So we don't know where the heck we are or how we're supposed to get back up there. Oh wait, there's an elevator over there, isn't there? And an unexplored path over here. Whoa! Get this. Multiple paths. Now we're exploring. Finding echoes. Getting XP. Oh, the fluffy dude. I never saw Neverending Story.
Yeah, but they're incredibly old.
I know the dragon, though, that you're talking about. I thought it had a name, though. Don't roll at me. That's what you get. Ho! I feel you, BD.
An ancient burial site.
It does, but I also never saw it. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Want to scan something?
Let me see.
Oh, something we haven't killed before.
Yeah.
Bog rat.
Let me see.
Super gross. Common pest. Check those corners. Okay, okay. That was just a nice little distraction. Now we go back to sliding. And then we go to climb in. Or where this will take us. Bad guy. Okay. Don't even start. Yeah, you donezo. You done ski. Alright, but I'm pretty sure that's an elevator. Yes, and that'll take us back up. Let's go around. And then more of them. Oh man, there's killer frogs. Let's just skirt them because we've already fought them before. Frankly, I'm over it. Oh, we gotta call it back down. Waiting for the elevator. Just Jedi stuff. Alright, alright. Space Dragon is... Yeah, there's the tomb. I know that's what we're supposed to do. That's gonna be like a whole episode. Let's just try to get to the dragon. There he is. The dragon doesn't know it yet. But he's gonna be my friend. Just gotta find a way to get over there. Unless the game deliberately made him too far away to jump to. Which is just cruel, frankly. Yeah, easy straightaway. Easy enough. Get to the tomb. Shucks. We should just go for it. Oh, we're gonna have to get up a level. How are we gonna do that? We're gonna have to get over here. How are we gonna get there? Oh, we might have to go across the way that we just came. Try to get up higher. How are we gonna do that? Good question, Spaceman. Mighty good question. This is just secrets that we've already got. If only the game could give us a competent map. It looks like we gotta ride this up and hook onto another one. How do we get up top? That is the question. The solution? Indeterminate. Ah, of course. The answer, as always, is vines. Secrets, and it's full of secrets. Ow, don't roll at me. That's what you get. Yeah, scurry away.
Over here, BD. Want to check it out?
Come on, parts. Give us some parts.
There?
Yeah. Your health is low, but BD ran off because shiny. Listen, he's got priorities clearly. But you're right, we could use a stim.
You're quick.
Okay, now from here we can zip over there, and then we'd be within jogging distance. Ugh, but look, he's right here. From over there, it was 100% the closest that we could have got. So I'm starting to think that the game doesn't actually want us to get over there. That maybe he'll show up in a cutscene after we complete the tomb or something. He'll just pop by to say hi. Like the time we took a ride on that, how do you say? That flying Rancor type diddly-doo. Alright, show me the nearest save point then, BD. Up there, and then it's over... Oh no, it's actually down there. Yeah. I guess we should have saved there. Alright, well, you know what? I think that's... Oh, you know what? There's probably a save point right before the tomb, so that's where we're gonna save. Alright, let's do a little parkour. And then we'll save. What the heck was that? Chill! Remember when this guy used to be tough? He used to think he was out. He was serious business. Now look at him.
I'm sensing something weird.
I'm also
This is
sensing
gonna
something
sound
weird.
strange, but I think it's the astrium. The closer we get to the vault, the stronger it feels.
Gotta crack open that vault.
Careful, buddy. We still don't know how this thing works.
Maybe because the game wants that animal to live and it's been watching how you've treated the others? Ah, maybe. It's like, hey man, why you keep chopping up all those roly beetles? It's like, because they keep headbutting me. What am I supposed to do? Dragon. What do dragons know? What do space dragons know, honestly? Alright, we're gonna rest. Which is gonna save the game. And next time, you guys, next time, we're gonna get up in this cave, we're gonna get all up in this tomb, and we're gonna, well, figure out what the heck we're supposed to do with the Astrium. Because that sounds important. Good job, Spaceman. Good job, everybody. Let's quit. We're gonna call it a night. Alrighty. Now let's head on back to the main screen. Bam! Here we are. Let me take my hands off. Bada-bam, bada-bam, bada-bam. There we go. Well, thank you for being here tonight, everybody. We got a lot done, a lot more than I expected. Seems like we're getting near the end of the game. I'm not sure how much more there's going to be. We're going to get into this tomb. We got the Astrium. We got to solve this Zepho mystery, and then I don't know what comes after that. You done good, Space. Thanks for being here, Novaric. Now, of course, I know it's still early in the weekends. So here's what we're going to do. As we always like to, we're going to check over on twitch.tv where the cool people hang. Don't forget, you guys, if you want to stay up to date with the Vector Spaceman show so you don't miss a show, including next week when we're going to come back to continue our journey, then be sure to follow us on Twitter, YouTube, and of course, right here on Twitch. Do your part. Improve the quality of your hair, and your teeth will be shinier, and your breath will smell better, and people will like you for following Vector Spaceman. All educated people agree. But we're going to see who is streaming tonight. Friends of the show. And we're going to go say hello. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to go say hi to Megan Dawn of the Game Grotto. Looks like they're playing an old school game. Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness. I think that was the one that came out for the GameCube. We'll help them do a little hunting. You know, they've actually updated their models recently. Another couple of self-produced virtual streamers. Very fond of Megan Dawn of the Game Grotto. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to set up a raid here. Bada bing, bada bam. We're going to raid Game Grotto _ Grotto. There we go. Now remember, you guys, be on your best behavior, say nice things. You're representing the Space Cadets, so you got to be on your best behavior. But as for me, you guys, that is it for tonight. So I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in tonight, wherever and whenever you are. You can join us again next week, same time, same place, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here at Harbor Station. We'll catch you on the other side, Space Cadets. Now, until then, of course, no matter what life throws your way, good luck and Godspeed. This is Vector Spaceman, signing off. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sticking around. We'll continue next week. Now stick around for that raid, because we're about to send you off for some more great content for your evening and for your weekend. Take care, and we'll see you all again real soon. Bye-bye, guys.